Today is the first day that I'm actually back on the road after the hurricane. I am literally going out to see if I find anything that may have been put on clearance recently. Let's check it out.
All right, guys, coming up on the first Goodwill, and I see this Portapad 2 rocket launch pad. I used to do model rockets. I still have a lot of them. $1.50 with a half off deal. I'll take that. And then I see this Halo. It looked like a needler kind of deal from Boomco. Wasn't really on sale, and the priming mechanism was jammed up, so ultimately decided to leave it. And then I saw this bag with a Speed Load 6, a Disruptor, a Fire Strike, and a bunch of retro ammo, including discs. $5. I definitely grabbed that. Moving on to an Ollie's, and I see this 200 pack of Fast Shot darts. I thought this was awesome. I have some Fast Shots blaster. I have a video on the brand. They're really cool and very accurate. More on that later. And then I saw the new red variety of X Shots already at Ollie's. That's kind of strange, but prices were okay, but I didn't need them right away, so I decided to come back later to see if I wanted any of these. They also had the Reflex 6, by the way, $9. Not too bad. Moving on to the next Goodwill. Another one of these Hyper Spins from Adventure Force. Basically a Flip Fury clone. And then we have a Rapid Fire from X Shot, and this is the first time I've ever seen one of these. Spectrum, albeit it doesn't have any attachments, but yeah, it's a Spectrum on the shelf for $6. Not too bad. Wasn't really green week, so I just put that right back. And moving on, I see a Sidewinder from Busby. Not too bad. Again, not green day, so left that. Powerball, always cool to see. Recon CS6 with an extended mag in it, and another extended mag. I put those two together for Lord's work. A Commander with an old Recon muzzle attachment on it. Long Strike. These blasters were very stripped down, no attachments, and the prices were a little elevated, so didn't really need them. Cobra RC6, cool to see. And I finally found my first crossbolt. I was so happy to find this. This one was in perfect condition. You're coming with me.
4 more Goodwills to go before we end up back at the HQ. Let's get it.
Next Goodwill, and I see one of these traffic light Target, $3.99. It was yellow week, but I do have like 13 of these now. Did not need a 14th one. This was an interesting blaster to find. This is an Air Zoomers Wind Attack 8. It shot the old micro dart. I was definitely gonna grab onto this, especially at $1.99, I think it was. And then I found this Rebel Strongheart 4AR bow. Didn't have one, so I grabbed that. Little Roblox pistol, another 99 cents, black half off. Got it for 50 cents. I was definitely grabbed that. Then I found this, guys. This is a Switch Shot. It holds a Nintendo Wii remote. I've been playing N-Strike on the Wii. Great to have that one. I had the yellow one, and now it was able to complete my set. Demolisher, nothing crazy, but then I saw this Ultra Tech Star. Debated on having it, and then I regretted not getting it later on. Moving on to the next Goodwill, and immediately I see a Nitro Car single shot. Unfortunately, it wasn't working. It was jammed up, so I left that back on the shelf. Some Alpha Strike thing. And then this, guys, it's a Brigade pistol. It's a Hasbro product. It's not even a Nerf product. It takes very proprietary ammo. Very cool. I was happy to grab that. And then I saw the Dino Striker shotgun variety. I was missing that. Very cool little roundhouse rifle. Don't need one, so I left it on the shelf. Another Dart Zone Adventure Force Liberator. Left that on the shelf.
Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to the Goodwill Outlet Center, which is more commonly known in the thrifting community as the bins. Let's see if we get lucky and we get some good scores. Let's get it. All right, guys, a little crazy in there. Didn't really feel comfortable filming. People everywhere. I had some good pickups. My first ever Sonic Green Vigilon. That was cool to see. 2x4 rough cut. Pretty good condition battle camo. Metal detector, funny enough. I kind of need this for my yard. $11 for that lot of 2 cool blasters and that 1 metal detector. I think that was a pretty good deal. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with something that I forgot to put in last week. I had passed by this Tri-Strike a couple of times while it was not on sale. So when it finally did go on sale, I did not hesitate to grab it. I think it was $2.99 when it went on sale. So with the half off, I ended up getting it for $1.50. It's about as clean as you can find a Tri-Strike. For the condition that this was in, a bolt action retaliator, you can't really go wrong. I love this Kelly green on this white and this gray, just beautiful. My first ever crossbolt, and boy is this thing in good condition. Absolutely beautiful. Fires with the actual string. Yeah, I love it. Takes mags, jam door right here. Clean these up really well. I'm actually going to do a video talking about blaster detailing. I know you guys have been asking for that. I'm kind of happy to hear that because I love doing it. I'm definitely going to bring that video out. Following that pickup, I believe, was that Wind Attack 8. Now, this blaster has an interesting history. It was initially made by Airzone, but then it also had another brand that represented it for a while. I think it was Stant Blast. Most of them had the same color scheme. This was the normal color scheme in the US. I think Canada had an additional blue. Very, very cool. It shoots the original Fathead micro darts. I have to test it out, but seems to function okay. I was happy to grab a piece of history on that one. Along at that same Goodwill was this beautiful
double strike. This one's cool because the actual plunger assembly comes off, and then you can put your Wii remote on here and play N-Strike and N-Strike Elite for the Wii. Those are very cool games. I've actually been playing them recently. Very nostalgic, very cool, but I did have the yellow one of these. I was happy to get the Elite blue one. This little pistol was also at that Goodwill. One thing I like about this, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but normally on Jolts, at least the tip of the dart sticks out. This thing takes almost the entire dart in. I really appreciate that. And it shoots hard as heck. Out of the Micro series, I think this is one of my favorite. I don't remember the exact model number, but I will look it up. Awesome little pistol. We went to that one store that had that pack of a bunch of blasters. I think this Fire Strike, they've been in better shape before, but it's not terrible condition. It's only a little bit scratch here. Overall, everything works. These can be brass barreled and heavy springed. Great little modders. First speed load 6 I've ever had. I was very excited for that. I've been finding more and more dart tech, and I'm really happy with this one. This one's really cool. Honorable mention, I picked this up part of a local offer up pickup. This is as clean as they get for barricades. This barricade functions perfectly, looks perfect, not even a scratch here where they normally are. You could just see the kind of condition. This is very well taken care of, guys. I've cleaned a lot of blasters, and by far, this is probably one of the best, especially for the age. This is an original N-Strike from the year 2009. In that bag was also this disruptor, very clean condition. It's a disruptor, doesn't need an introduction. One of the most iconic Nerf pistols ever made. I think this is number 447 that I own. Off of Amazon warehouse deals, I picked up this Ultra Amp. I think it was $8 shipped. It only has a little bit of a blemish here. So this one's definitely gonna get a nice lipo mod. Look out for that video. I can't wait to make it. Captain America Brigade pistol. This is by far one of the coolest oddity slash rare collector's pieces that I've ever found. It's basically a miniaturized, slightly shrunken Maverick. Shoots these weird projectile type ammo. I'm gonna put it up here because I do not have one. I cannot wait to see what kind of potential this thing has. An oversized barrel tubes, which could probably help for extra rifling, extra brass barreling. I don't even know, but I have some sick plans for this thing. Oh yeah, can't wait. At that same Goodwill was this very cool X-Shot Dino Attack from the Dino Strike series. Rear pull prime like a pistol would be, but it's actually a shotgun. It's got this cool saw thing, very brain saw-esque kind of aesthetic. I had the Extinct and I had the Dino Striker, not have the shotgun. It's great to have. At that same Goodwill, we picked up a lightning bow, which I actually never had. Pretty much the Fire Strike version of a mega bow. It's got awesome storage. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the scope, if you want to use it not as a scope, and 1 in the barrel. If you're the designated shield breaker guy in your Nerf war group and you like carrying a bow, this is going to be your weapon of choice, guys. One of the cool additions to my girlfriend's Rebel arsenal. She doesn't normally collect Rebel bows, but she told me if it's rare enough and cool enough, she wants it. This one is really cool. It's called the Strongheart. It uses the same plunger system as the standard single shot Rebel bow, but of course, this one is much cooler looking. At the bins, there was a Sonic Green Vigilon, first of its variety. I've never had one. Really good shape, no scratches. This one is gonna go very nice with that green Praxis that I found in Bargains episode 7. That's very cool. We had this rough cut. Could be in better shape, but everything functions correctly. What I decided to do with this is have another rough cut that I had taken apart of the white Elite variety. It had a bad gear, but the shell was in good condition. I'm actually gonna transfer this internals to this. Then the only ones I literally will have to pick up are the Zombie Strike variety, orange and green. Moving on to the retail pickups, guys. Of course, you know I never pass up these Target half-off deals. The Roblox MM2 Shard Seeker was cheapest I've ever seen it, $7.49. I grabbed at least one of those for sure. I definitely grabbed a Skyblaze bow. I do have a Fire Shot and an Ember Strike, but I did not have a Skyblaze. This is really cool. It's basically the Dragon version of the Strata bow with a 5-shot AR instead of a 16-shot. So it's very simplified, but remember, this is like a medieval setting. It's all about the Dungeons and Dragons. Had to get the latest and greatest Demolisher rocket shooter. Web launcher from Sharkbite. This was $15 instead of $30. Had to grab that. One of the coolest Roblox pistols I've seen so far, the MM2 Dartbringer, $9 instead of $26. It's the cheapest I've ever seen it. Then of course, the Fortnite SMG Zesty. It's a very cool kind of Retaliator version of a Fortnite blaster. I actually might review this one at one point because I really like it and I want to compare the performance to the regular Retaliator Recon series. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this this video. If this is something you enjoyed, I welcome you to subscribe to the community. We'd love to have you. I already got to get back to working on the next video, but till next time, stay blasting, foam fam.